The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
79 Bronco.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Mikey Sanderstill.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tyke Smith there on the stop. Second down and 8. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll find his running back, White. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California. And here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he will score. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Shaheed in motion. The drive will start on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 35 yards.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Go, Shaq, go.
And This is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Tampa. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Second and 11. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Got it. Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, Daniels. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
Shaheed in motion. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one intercepted. Going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up. Third and short, and it's Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll go with the option here to the short side.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. There he goes again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
What can they do here on third down and 7? To throw is Daniels. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Commanders. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Shaheed in motion. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14. Throwing now, Daniels. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here we go, set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing now from the gun. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 19, right. Let's go.
first and 10, here's Daniels. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third down and 9. Daniels gonna throw again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. So now then, first and goal from the 1. They'll throw with Daniels. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down. On a zone read, a give to White. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So this is the part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up the screen to White. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Daniels now on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Play action. Here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion,
oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bucs have it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to